I got a dead battery or something? Check where do you put a battery in this thing? Whoo-wee. This is gonna take some doing, I do believe. I got the dust collection over the head, dust collection blade deal. I got the mobile base to be able to move it around. I got the really big thing so I can cut full sheets of plywood. This is the part where I walk into the garage and set this down, and then walk back outside to open the garage with this being done on the floor so that it's really dramatic. See that? Oh, God. I guess that's where it's gonna live. 52 inches. Goodness gracious. That's most of that right there. Alright, let's get it all dragged in. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm really gonna pick this thing apart. I wanna see how they packaged it. You know, the feel of if there's any plastic on it, what the metal feels like, the castings. I really want to try to find some problems with it. This is my 5th, I think, table saw. I've had a handful of those job site ones, you know, little plastic deals you just set up on the countertop or something. I've had a Porter cable. I've had a Delta. I've had a Craftsman. Yeah, I no longer have them. So hopefully this will be it. So what am I gonna do? Show me pulling it out of the box and stuff like that? I was never really a fan of that stuff. I'm gonna get it all taken out, and I'm gonna have it all laid out. And we're gonna look at it, and we're gonna see how easy it is to put it together. See how much is already put together. There's already a lot of videos out there on these things. I'm just super excited. I want to carry you guys with me, and if anybody's looking at one of those, you know, we'll be able to see, you know, the ins and outs, warts and all of it. So, was it an unboxing video, Ryan? No, maybe. I don't know. I kind of like those sometimes. So, I'm gonna be real with you. This was an expensive saw, and why did I get it? Why did I choose a SawStop? One, the very obvious reason that if I ever have an accident, I might come out a little bit better. If my kids are in here, when you teach somebody how to use something, teach them to be afraid of it. Absolutely every single time. Because that's going to keep your senses on high. You're going to pay attention, and you're going to think 5 or 6 or even more steps further in the future than you would if you were just coming at it like you were comfortable. This isn't something, a table saw isn't something that you just get in and you drive. You need to have a certain sense of fear when you're using these things. When I teach my kids, which I'm going to, how to use a table saw, I might not even tell them that this thing will cut off if you put your finger on it at the beginning. I'll let them know on down the road, because you need to not rely on that. Don't rely on your safety belt because you want to drive fast. You can drive fast. I feel comfortable because I'm driving fast in the rain because I've got a safety belt on. How absolutely stupid is that? You drive careful all the time. That's why they got a speed limit. That's why there's so many things. Woo. Why did you get the table saw? Because I wanted it. Because I've seen people use them hardcore for 5 years, and they still look exactly the same. I've had a number of table saws, like I mentioned before, I don't know, 4 or 5, and this is something that I just wanted to get for myself. And, you know, if an accident ever does happen, I think I might come out a little bit better. My first impression on all of this is all really, it looks really good. I've noticed that all this is actual cast, whatever. It's not plastic. This is solid. It's not just a plastic tube with a metal cap on it. All this stuff feels really, really good. I think this is what's called fiber enforced plastic, which just means that the plastic is a little bit stronger and it should shatter. I'm coming from the most expensive table saw that they sell at Lowe's. It's a Delta blah 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 blah. Quick story on how much I hate that saw. I love it for a number of reasons. I outgrew it. How did I first know that I outgrew it? I was making 13 cutting boards, and when I got done, I moved the fence, and I had to pick up on the T-fence, track fence, whatever it's called, to get it to go across the table saw, because the weight of those 13 cutting boards had bowed this section of that table saw. Now this right here, I'm gonna have a hard time bowing that. If I remember, I'll show y'all what my old table saw looks like and what happens when stuff doesn't work correctly. I tore it apart with my bare hands, and you shouldn't be able to do that with a table saw. Hulk maker. Because when I use stuff, I want it to work. I mean, I work stuff and I use it, I maintain it, I work it, I use it, I maintain it. I could not maintain that anymore. I mean, there was just so many things that were bowed and broken. Anyway, long story short, we got the table saw we got now. I'm not going to put it together on camera. There's a bunch of those. How's that sound? Why don't we get some of it together? I kind of really get a feel on the rest of this stuff. I'll go ahead and tell you right now, the plastic feels phenomenal. All the metal is phenomenal. I mean, it's paint powder coated throughout, both sides. I mean, I really feel like I've gotten something that's probably worth crap. I almost cursed a little bit. Look at that. It's the added steps. Maybe this is normal to people that buy nice stuff. I don't buy nice stuff too often. One, because I'm just cheap. If there's something cheaper out there, I want to get it. Maybe that's why I've had 5 table saws. Well, you gotta have room in here for this? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I have no format for my videos, by the way. Just kind of point and shoot. Hope for the best. I miss non-professional, good content. You know, some jank. I want a little jank to it. Yes, there's a lot of professionalism to being on YouTube and doing projects. I am not any of that. I just get on here to have fun. I like sharing my stuff with you guys. I like when y'all comment and we interact. So if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, smashing that subscribe button, and just, let me know what you think about everything. If you absolutely hate it, let me know. Say it down in the comments. God, your channel is garbage. I wish you'd have scripts, and I wish there was better lighting, and I wish you had a camera person. Say all that stuff. I'd love to read that. So, anyway, that's no sarcasm. I'm being for real. For real, do it. I'm not a sarcastic maker. Yeah, that's just my spiel on, so my videos are jank. There's no rhyme or reason to them. I'm all over the place. It's just something I like doing. I have to get it off the chest. Hi, I'm Ryan. That's jank. Don't worry. I mean, I'm really, really excited. One reason, it's shorter than my other saw. You can see how high my other saw was in comparison to this one. It's probably maybe 2-3 inch difference. The mobile base works excellently. Pops right into place. It was super easy to install. Yeah, it's really, really nice. It rolls really good. It's got really good casters on it. I like it a lot. And then you just, that's solid. I got to get all that stuff out, and we'll move on to the next step on whatever it says for us to do here. And then we'll do that. Yeah. For instance, just how cool the packaging was. Like, you know, there's a design team that comes up with not only the saw, but then there's a design team that comes up with how to package the saw and how to ship it, and just, you know, sticking things in there like that to save space. I thought that was pretty cute. Let's see what we got in this one. And the tabletop is just machined beautifully. I mean, look at those. I don't know if those pick up those machine marks, but look at that. It's on a big, I guess a big mill maybe? A big shaper? I don't know how they do that. A-Bomb 79 is an awesome machining channel if y'all want to check out some cool machining stuff. That's where I learned most of this terminology and stuff. That's just beautiful. It's got like a computer in here of some sort. I have bitten off more than I could chew. It's a big old manual. I am not one for reading. So, yay. But everything is just, look at that. You know? It's the little bitty added details that I like. Everything is labeled. You know, it's just very well organized and well done. I like it. Quick update here. What I did to get the wings put on is that it says that you can use a level, which you can. I got an aluminum level. It's not very good, but it's got some box section that comes in the saw for whatever that's for. And I clamped it on that end, and then I clamped one on the table saw side, and then I clamped one on the extension wing side. Pulled that tight, and then snugged it up. And then snugged up the middle the same way, just to make sure that I was flush. And then we'll do the second side. But that's just absolutely beautifully machined, or milled, or whatever you want to call it. It's just very, very impressed. Another thing, that I've never had a saw that does that. I've had to get a workout every time. I mean, if that's any kind of sign of what kind of saw this is going to be, I'm a little excited. Well, why don't you sing like this when you're in a Niners band? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, I wanted to point out, if you do go to put your extension wings together, by the way, that there is a solid piece of metal. There's going to be this little chamfer right there. And on the back side of the saw, there's no chamfer. And if you look on your extension wings, no chamfer. Chamfer. So just make sure you don't put those on backety-wackety, because you actually can. I think the bolt holes are just about the same. So pay attention to that. And we'll get the rest of this together and we'll come back. Oh, by the way, I'm thoroughly impressed with all this stuff. I mean, everything is just really solid. You know, and it would behoove a maker to install some form of a helping hand when you're doing this thing. Alexa, pause. No, same thing that I used to clamp down on the top to get it level, I used to help hold it up when I'm putting it on, because these things are heavy and I was just a little guy. I need help. I'd like to have one of those tables from Harbor Freight. I love freight. I mean, this don't give you no room under there at all. There's oil for days. Oil for days. Alexa, pause. You know, some people say my love cannot be true. How's it go? I can actually play that on the bass. Halfway. Now it says you just take this like like that. And I'm going to tell you again, this switch by itself, I mean, it's got a key on it. I can turn it on and off. Look at that stop button. I mean, it's just, I really feel like my money has really gone in. I can see my money. Does that make sense? That makes sense to me. Come on now. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. Funny story. I used to do car stereo, and I would have to basically, you could lay down in the driver's. My back's hurting really bad. So let's see if I can do this. You can lay down in the driver's seat. Oh God, help us! Like that. And you kind of get down underneath the steering column and see what you're doing. I guess I should have done that. Here, what if I could just get there? It is. Okay. Yep. There it goes. Come on. Come on. Oh God. Okay. To put the switch on, you're to take the saw and flip it upside down. So I'm going to do that, put the switch on, then I'll come right back. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. All right. Oh, where's my strip? There it is. That wasn't too bad. So we need one of these, one of these, one of these. 2 more of those and 4 of those. We'll get that on. You know, this thing's big enough. I believe I can play cards on it. Don't you let that deal go down. Well, I'm a Niner singer. Oh, ho, ho, I'm in a Niners band. A Niners band. Ooh, see something? What's supposed to happen? Shoe fly? Don't bother me. We gotta make some room, eh? Because this guy right here, I'm thinking can go right here, because I've got a little bit more room that way. You know what I love about being a dad? Having problems like this. Where can I put all this kid stuff? I just think that's cool. And many of you that do not know, I'm a father of 2. Wonderful, awesome kids that keep me busy. My back's feeling better today. It's the next day I'm wearing the same outfit. Why? I mean, I work, and then I come home, and I wear this for like 3 hours. It's still kind of good. Are you gonna watch me move all this? I'll move all this out the way, and then we'll, it's raining. Yes. Love the rain. Not too tight now. And what I've done is I went ahead and put the saw in place. It's not the most ideal because this floor is 5 kinds of janky. And so we've got divots and all that and this, that, and the other. But I went ahead and got the saw as level as, you know, as level as I can make things. I do have a couple shims on the floor, again, which is not ideal. Again, with the saw, I've got some in the corners that I've had to shim up. But we got the saw level. And then what you want to do is you don't want to snug everything. It even says on here HT hand tighten. So when you go to put this thing together, or any saw, if that if anything that you're putting together, make sure that you got it level, nice and good and level. This part, tighten it up, then you get it level to the floor, so that way you're not making your saw unlevel by making it level to the floor. Does that make sense? I don't know. I mean, goodness gracious, this is a tabletop. Maybe I should have gotten a smaller one. There she is. Ooh. And I want it nice and sturdy, so that way, what is that? That way when I go to throw like a full sheet of plywood on here, I don't have to like be careful about it. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I love the height of this. I am 5'3". I have never, not one time, found a table saw that it's at my height that I like, because I've always gotten those job site saws that are meant to be mobile. I don't like that, because that pushes everything up for them big old casters. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I like it right here at my height. Well, let's get the rest of it together. Why are you talking so much? I don't understand why people wear shoes. It's my Seinfeld impression. So we gotta put the big long thing on. Let's do that. Oh God! This thing adds a dang 30 pounds to it. Are we off? No, we ain't. That goes like that. I'll go ahead and point out how good all this instructions is. And it really shows like everything that they want you to do, like step by step. And I love the pictures. I love how the picture, look. What do you mainly see here? You mainly see pictures. You don't see a lot of words. I ain't got time to be reading all them words. They know from whom they're marketing to. So big points for me on the things. Picture yourself. Let's use our imagination for a second. Let's say you're at the restaurant. Wouldn't you much rather just see what you're about to eat instead of reading a description of it? That's how our brain works. We're visual learners, us humans. I watch you do something, you watch me do something. We're visual learners. Why not? I ain't gotta read so much. Loves it. Go ahead and comment that stuff. How did you guys, or gals, or peoples, set up your saws when you went to go do it? I'd love to know. I'm sure there's about 1,000 videos out there. But I like to do stuff the hard way and just like try to figure it out myself. And so if you're like me, let me know. I feel like they give you a bunch of extras. Oh, I missed one here. I missed it. Yes. Until there's approximately a 1/32 gap between the rail and the guide plate. 1/32. That ain't too much, is it? Do I have anything that's 1/32? That way I can just kind of push it all back. Is this? No way. Is that 1/32 of an inch? Do we have some wiggle room? I believe we have some wiggle room. I need some marking. Who's that? And then you just that what you do? Is that, am I doing it right? Now if you're like me, you're gonna have to watch out tightening these things down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, calm down now. You didn't want to break it. Credit card or 2 business cards as a gauge to distance. Make sure fence is parallel to the miter slot. Let's check that. No, I haven't checked it yet. So, if it's messed up, y'all's gonna see it firsthand. Y'all see that? Uh-oh. We off a little bit over here. Yep. I guess you can change that with the... I did notice, look, with it sitting right here, and that's probably a good indication of what is actually the problem. I noticed when I was going around doing this was pretty easy, where this is a little tough. So I think we need to change that spacing with the parallel adjustment screws that they were talking about on that paper. So let's do that. Parallel adjustment screws. This is going to be that one. So we need to take that one in just a hair. And then give you all kinds of Allen wrenches. Allen. My daddy's name was Allen. I thought that was pretty cool. I always thought that was, when I was a kid, I was like, Daddy, are these yours? Is your names? Allen. Ooh. Ooh, just a little bit. Let's see what that does.
Oh, hi there. Ah. You notice I'm using my fingers. That's the best indicator.
Get a workout doing that. Boop. Boop. Ooh. Ooh, that's a little bit nicer. Still off kilter somehow. I mean, it's better. I think that's the way to do it. Am I doing that right? Do I need to take that in? Right? Yeah, I'm doing that right. Tell you what, I'm not going to flip it over again. Is this boring? I mean, you kind of need to know this stuff, because if you go to cut something, let's say you want to cut something that's 3 inches. You're going to start off and it's going to be 3 inches, but then it's going to be off. Sorry about that. You're going to cut off, something's going to be... You're going to start off and it'll be 3 inches right here and it'll be tied up against the fence. But if this is that way, you're going to have some of that in between your little channel here. Does that make sense? Is this... It's not as sturdy as I'd like. I think that's because my floor is unlevel, but... Let's see if that did it. And we'll go flush with that, just my finger. Ooh. 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 I believe one more of those little turns. Might as well go ahead and scrape up the tabletop while you're at it, because it's going to happen. She sends me. I don't know. Only one way to know, and that's to make a cut. Let's see what it looks like. It's a terrible glare there, Mr. Ryan. Well, let's, what do you think? It's quite the saw in front of me. I'm still taking it in. Let's get down close and let's take a look at everything before we put the blade on and read about the saw. I got a light on, so there's a little bit of a chateau, but that'll be alright. One of the things that I was very impressed with is the dust collection management on this thing. I mean, that's a good, what, 3-4 inch trunk going right up to the blade. It's got a nice housing around the blade, like a little trunk deal that goes up to it. We got 2 belts here. We got our main horse, 1.75 horse motor here. I got the 110. I don't know, this one can be switched over to 240 if I ever wanted to wire it for 240. What's the benefit of that? It just gives you a little bit more oomph, a little bit more, it's like a gasoline to diesel is the way that I look at it. Gasoline's got, you're going to get there, but diesel's just got a little bit more power. I like that scenario. What else do we got here? We got some air shock assist things going on. We got lots of oil. I mean, it's just oiled up real nice like. But everything down here looks really good. And any dust, I guess, that will come down will stay into this. And then I can just suck all that up. I am super pumped up. I've never had a belt-driven saw. I'm really excited. Let's get a look at the rest of it. What am I filming with? I use a GoPro when I use this bag. It's got one of those big DeWalt batteries in it, and it lasts me just about forever. I got the dust collection thing deal because it looks like it's doing a lot. Hopefully it will. I went and ran and got a little Harbor Freight portable deal. I'm just going to let it live under there. And I got one of those automatic switches. I got like the next to cheapest one on Amazon. It's like $39. I'll put the link up. Editor Ryan here. I was just watching it when I was editing and it came in the mail. I had to show it off. So you turn the saw on. That automatically turns on. You hear it? So now it's up to speed. Cut, 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 cut. Saw turns off. Dust collector remains on. You're getting up all the dust that you just cut. And then I just had to show you. And see what that'll let me do is every time I turn this here saw on, it'll sense that. And actually I could wire one. I have the knowledge to where I could get in there with a relay and solid state relay and use sensor wire, come off of that, blah, 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 blah. Matthias Wandel and John Heiss has got some really good videos on how to make an automatic table saw dust collection switch. But I'm ready for this to be done. I want to make one of those, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more sites that need some good dust collection. Dust collection. And so what I'll probably do then is, I'm rambling on, but I'll probably try to make one then. But this looks like we got a lot going on. I'm super impressed. I mean, that thing goes onto there. And that sucks continuously. I mean, it's just going to be... I'm a little excited, to be honest with you. And it comes with a 0 clearance insert. I don't know how much of a 0 that is. I might order one and make my own. But that's pretty cool. Look at that. It comes off like that. And there's your dust collection chute. That thing is massive. And I mean, it's going to be a very, very short run from right there to there. So hopefully I'll get some good suction. It won't suck too bad. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Had to show that off. What is that? Why is it yellow? Why does it say check after blade? What is that yellow? Attention. I don't know. Even the arbor nut is substantially bigger than coming from that Delta that I had. And feeling this, I'm trying to wiggle it. There's 0 play at all. And my other one had just a little bit. And then I had a Porter cable before that. It had a lot of arbor bearing play. I think just straight out of the box it wasn't any good at all. And this is actually your R.I.P knife release. And then I think your, where's that red one? That red one, do I just start twisting it? What does that do? I don't want to twist it too much now. I don't know how you get your spacing, what they're talking about. Maybe that's what that red thing does. I'll read on that and figure it out. But that's really nice. It's all right up here in your face. I just got the one that came with the saw. Most of my blades I've always bought from Harbor Freight. Is it worth buying the nicer blades? Do they really last that much longer if you don't abuse them? Where do you buy your blades from? And oh, that feels weird. I do not like the way that feels. I don't like the way that feels. Where do y'all get your blades from? And once you buy an expensive blade, I don't know if this is expensive, but once you buy a blade, do you pay to have it resharpened? Like, do you send it out? I know that some people do. Is it worth it though? You buy a $100 blade that lasts you 6 months as a hobbyist woodworker. Is it worth paying to have it sharpened? I'd like to know, because I've got a box right there. It's slap full of blades. And this is a 40 tooth carbide tip. It's sharp as crap. And it's a directional, so it has to cut towards you. That's the way to remember whenever you're putting on a table saw blade, that the blades come towards you. That's how you remember. That's not a lot of spacing in between that. What do you think? Let's read to see what that red thing does. Spacing can be achieved by using the yellow brake adjustment jobby here that is coated in paint. So you use that to adjust your brake height. And let's go ahead and let's put the blade on. Y'all got action cam going on today. I always liked those YouTube videos where everything's like right there. Bobby Dukes does a really good job of that. There's a bunch of other YouTubers that do. My Mechanics, it's a restoration guy. I think he's up in Switzerland maybe. But he'll do some restore videos. My Mechanic, I think is his name. I'll link that now. Right there, right there. Do y'all like the nails? I like the painted nails. It's nice to look down and just see some color. My daughter makes these braids, or these bead things, and I like it just because it's colorful when I look down. You know, when I'm working on, like, let's say a diesel engine, I've got grease all over my hands, and I see a little bit of color shining through. Makes my day. Let's tighten that with the tightener upper fingers that came with it. Magnet. Get the magnet away from the GoPro. Don't want to mess up the memory card. Alright, let's take that. And then opposite directions. Not too much to where you're not going to be able to get it off. Don't ask me how I know that. So this is our spacer. Spacer! Is it the middle part of it? If it's the middle part, we're spot on. I'll run with it. It's not touching. I'm gonna call it. If anybody out there's got one, let me know what to do, or if you've used one. That's pretty handy right there. Are we turning it on? What are we doing? What time is it? Is it dinner time? I might turn it on tomorrow. Anticipation. I mean, your boy's really doing it. I'm really setting this thing up. I don't on there? Oh, I got a bad spot. I don't want to mess with this anymore after I set it up. So I want to make sure that it's real nice. Oh God, I almost fell over. Not that I ever would, but it's got a key. I guess that shuts it off. I don't know. This is on. Ooh. I think I gotta wait for solid green. I'm not used to that. Solid green. Let's check that on our code sheet. System ready. Solid green. Okay. Oh snap. I'm used to that thing just rolling along in the background, you know, taking 5 minutes to turn off. What was all that shattery noising that we heard? That what's going on down here? Did I turn it on and off too fast last time? I barely captured. See that? Watch. Let's cut some wood. I guess what I need to do first is, this is the easiest way to check to see if your fence is aligned, is to pick a distance, blade all the way up. I mean, and it comes on up. I like that. And then you're basically going to pull a little tapey wavy. Let's pick like a set distance. Let's see if it's actually set up out the box. There's 1.5 inches. We're not. We're about 1/16 of an inch off. Let's see that. You want to see it? So what I do is I pick a tooth. Focus. See how it's like a 1/16 over 1.5 inches? I do the same thing to the back side. And then that tells me that I then need to take this and move that over, because it's under a 1/16, or it's over a 1/16 of an inch. I mean, this is the kind of stuff I normally don't show, but sometimes people find this, you know, it's good. It's good information. I wish that I would have watched a couple of these kind of videos to figure out how to fix it without just. I'm a winger. I wing it a lot. And so all I did there was take it and move that over the equivalent of a 1/16 of an inch. So now I should be able to go that wide to right at, come on. So now we're right at 1.5 inches. That's dead on 1.5 inches now. 1.5 inches. That's going to be our measurement that we're going to use. So I'm going to go right back to 1.5 inches. Ooh. I forgot to put in the dust collector job. I'm not used to using this thing. I need to get used to using it because that's one of the main reasons I got the saw. Was for the dust collection feature. And just at a good habit, whenever you're cutting something, you always want to cut it at the height that you're going to lower your blade down to the height of whatever you're cutting, and just have it come up just a little bit. 1.5 inches. Let's go. And I've got one of those automatic switches coming. It should probably be here tomorrow. But until then, I will run around and turn it on. I should have full suction. Yeah, I mean everything's just... This is anti-kickback, where if this is going through, this will... Oh, I have that right? Like that. Yeah, that'll catch anything. I don't know. Let's just try it. Here's my push stick. SawStop. First cut, commence. How big the switch is. Check it. I got calipers. I got caterpillars. See. These are cheap ones. I wouldn't go by the measurement. Or that's something I need to get. I need to get a good set of calipers because this is absolute garbage. I've got cheap ones. I just bought a stop saw and I don't have a good set of calipers. Come on, Ryan, get it together. Get it together. Get it together. If I take it like that. Look at that. Is that it? Do we do the 5-cut method? I guess we could. Do I want to do that? I don't have a table. Oh, 5-cut method is for a table saw sled. X-nay on the 5-cut method. When I go to make a table saw sled for this, I'll do it then. Do I cut another one? I want to cut another one. Oh yeah, 100%. Extremely happy. Everything is just real nice. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's kind of, what is this, an unboxing, review, assembly? I don't know. Carried you guys along with me. I'm really excited about the SawStop. It's a 10-inch professional cabinet saw. That just means the bottom's got a cabinet in it. Thoroughly impressed. Yes and yes. I'm really looking forward to putting this thing through the whatevers. I'm curious to see about the bypass mode. I got to figure out that thing. I've only read probably about not near as much of it as I should before I turned it on. I was just excited. I'll do some more reading on it. I'll learn about the bypass mode. That's for like if you're cutting wet wood or something like that. Yes, yes, yes. Super pumped up. Super pumped up. I'm excited. I mean, it's different. It's a different format. I don't know how to end this. What do I do? Have an awesome day. Be nice to somebody. I mean, how cool was that? Be nice to somebody. They might be nice to somebody. Chain of events. We're just living in a world where everybody's nice to one another. So, bye. Am I close to it? Hit my face. Hit my face. Should be right there. Just hit it. Hit my face. Hit my face. Hit my face. Hit it. Go ahead and hit it. Hit my face. Is that it? Are we done?